Yeah, bang bang. Yeah, I remember because when you get to hear about all this, people bashing their mums up and bits and pieces like that, and bashing their girlfriends up, brings back memories of certain parts of my sentence. Yeah, I remember being reminded in the scrubs, and I was on A wing before when I went to the Conor Bear, bits and pieces like that. Yeah, and there was this big guy. I was tooled up with some people. There was this big guy on the wing, nice guy, fantastic personality. Um, not when I say big, he was big in not muscular, but big in size. What 19, 20 stone, big guy, tall guy, and everybody liked him. He's in for bashing some guys up that said about his mum. Yeah, so everybody's on his side. Everybody giving sweets and tobacco and all these sort of things, and really looked after him. He's a really, really nice guy. And about 4 or 5 weeks down the line, listen, prison is a funny, funny place, yeah, because prison is people from every street, every manor, you know what I mean? They all come in, and so you can't get away with anything really. So all of a sudden, this guy come in, right, and he's come over to a few of my pals, and he said, listen, he said, see that big guy? He bashed his mum up so bad. She was in intensive care for ages, yeah? And she's still being looked after now. After 7 or 8 months, she's in a bad, bad way. He bashed her so bad, right? He broke her jaw, he broke her nose, he split all her eyelids, he took the eye socket out one of her eyes. He said he smashed broke nearly all her fingers, while she tried to protect herself from him hitting her in the face. He smashed all her elbows. He kicked her all round the tummy. He ruptured her spleen. He done so many things to her. She's in intensive care, and it looks like that she never might make it, But he's up for GBH with intent, section 18, yeah. And he's telling us that he bashed 2 guys up that said about his mum. Now we know exactly what he's in for, and now is looking at this guy that's just come in from his manor. He's petrified. He slams his door, yeah? Now, he's already tooled up with some other guys, so he's free in the cell, but he slams his door. The bell goes because these guys don't want to be let out. The screws come up. He starts talking to the screws. And then the screws come up, 6, 7-handed, and they escort him out. They take him out, and he goes to another wing. This is prison for you. But, like prison, we all know people in different wings, So we get to find out what wing he's on. And he goes to, I think it's one in C wing. He goes to A wing. But he goes by the block end. He goes by the block end. So if anything happens, he's close to the block, so he gets help as quick as possible, yeah? We got all some guys in there. There was a couple of black guys that my mate knew that honestly, these guys were wicked, mate. These guys were wicked. They smashed him to bits. They stabbed him up with plastic knives. They stabbed him up something terrible. This guy was rushed to the outside hospital. He's right next door to UK Hospital, mate. You know what I mean? With death injuries. Honestly, he got injuries that are so severe that he could have died, But obviously, he lived. But he got 15 years. This is how bad it was. 15 years. And this is what happens. So people have got to remember, yeah, that you can bash your mum up. You can bash your woman up. But there's always someone in prison that knows you. Because that is what prison's about. Prison's about different areas. It's different. South East London, North London, West London, fucking all different parts of London. You know what I mean? And these people, you can never get away from it, mate. You can never, ever get away with it. So that's what I like about prison. The only way they get away with it, mate, is when they go on the numbers. That's the only way. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Rail. Please press the like button and subscribe, and good afternoon.